What if I told you that the Bible was written with a genius structure that most people completely miss, and once you see it, it changes everything? The Bible often uses a literary structure called a chiasm that functions as a built-in commentary to help us understand the main point and some deeper layers and colors in a story. In Western literature, we often tell stories chronologically, with the climax being at the end. In ancient times, however, the climax is usually in the middle. A chiasm is a literary device in which a sequence of ideas is presented and then repeated in reverse order. The result is a mirrored effect, each side connected to its reflection by a repeated word or idea. The center of the chiasm highlights the main point that the author wants the reader to get. On one side of the chiasm, we might see symbolism that's defined by the other side of the chiasm. Here's an example in Exodus. This image beautifully demonstrates a chiasm in the story of Exodus, where key events mirror each other to emphasize the central theme. The ones, it begins and ends with images of slavery and freedom, showing how God brings Israel full circle from bondage to liberation. The twos, then we see separation at the riverbank, where Moses is placed in the Nile, mirrored by the reunion at the seashore, as the Israelites cross the Red Sea together. The threes, the chariot race at the beginning is mirrored by the chariot pursuit at the end. The fours, the conversation between Moses and Ramses is repeated, but with drastically different tones. The fives, finally, fleeing Egypt and returning to Egypt are linked, showing Moses' personal journey and transformation as he leaves Egypt in fear but returns with God's purpose. The center of the chiasm highlights Moses returning to Egypt to deliver God's people, demonstrating God's covenant, his power to save, and his unwavering faithfulness to his promises. In part 2 of this video, I'll show an example of how a chiasm works as a commentary to help us understand layers of a story that we might have missed if we didn't know they were connected. Go check it out on my page.